Why is forgiveness stressed so much in the Christian community? Hey guys, this is That's Miss Lisa. I finally remembered to introduce myself. So anyway, I just got my hair done, got my retie. If you're familiar with micro locks, you have to get a retie about every 6 to 8 weeks. So I just did that. It is Saturday, November what? And so now that I got my hair done, I'm about to head out to Target because I need to pick up some things. I probably shouldn't say that too loud because we're supposed to be boycotting Target, but where am I going to get, all your everyday necessity? Amazon, Walmart, they're all trash companies. So anyway, I'm just going to go to Target and pick up some things that, that are cheaper than getting from the grocery store. Yeah, I'll, you know what? I may take you guys shopping in Target. I'm just, getting some toilet paper, some paper towels, and some bleach. That's all. And maybe some protein shakes. That's it. So anyway, when I get there, I'll take you guys with me. So yeah, I found this one lone shopping cart that told me everything I needed to know about how busy this store would be. I did not take you guys shopping with me because it was just way too crowded. So I survived. It was packed in there. And I don't know if it's impatience or ADHD or what, but I cannot stand when people are just strolling along, walking real slowly in the store. Like, I'm going in there, I know what I want, and I'm getting the heck out of there. So now I have to go to Publix and pick up a few things from there, and then I'm going home and I am going to relax because if you have a long commute, my goodness, I had no clue. Well, I'm not going to say I didn't have a clue. I did have a clue because you can imagine if you are not very, if you're not very selfish, you can imagine what a long commute will feel like. I imagine what it would feel like mentally. I did not know how it would feel physically. So yeah, my butt gets numb and starts to hurt. Sometimes my hip starts bothering me, and of course my back. So really on Saturdays, now I don't want to do anything. I just want to relax. So let me get out of this parking lot before someone wants to park and starts blowing their horn at me. I'll see you guys later. Good morning. Oh, I'm dressed in my gym clothes because I just finished my Sunday morning run, and I thought I'd come on here and show you guys a gym outfit that I purchased from, and again, I am not sponsored by anyone. I bought this from Buff Bunny. I'm getting better at showcasing my little hauls because those first two hauls were pitiful. So I bought a pair of leggings and a top. When I was working remotely, man, I lived in athleisure wear. Now this isn't really athleisure wear. This is workout clothes. So I'll pick that up later. I got this cute little top, and I will be trying it on for you guys and showing you how it fits. And I got, what really caught my eye were these leggings. They are just so cute. Oh my good, cannot wait to wear them at the gym. Let me tell you something. Women over 50, I'll say over 50, we can wear the cute gym wear also, okay? The cute gym wear is not only for the young girlies, okay? They're for the young women as well. That includes us 50 and over ladies. So I just think these are so cute, and I will be trying them on, and I'll show you guys what they look like. All right, so the leggings are really, really soft. These are a size small. Those of you that like pockets, you have your pockets here. I'm not really a pocket person. So what I really like about these leggings is that you cannot see the pocket. The pocket blends in very well, because I just don't like pockets, but you can't tell. Can you? This is the pocket right here. I'm happy about that. The top is a medium. I have a wide back, so I have to get medium tops. The small tops just feels like they're just squeezing my rib. A medium top here, and it has this cute little cross in the front, and in the back, you see that design there? Also, you know, I do have to comment on how it makes me look. Like these leggings, like all the work that I am putting in for my glutes. I mean, you can, yeah. So when I wear this outfit to the gym, I always go into the gym thinking I'm that girl. When I go into the gym with these leggings and this top, no one will be able to tell me anything. Cause like I said, cute gym outfits are not just for the young girlies. The cute gym outfits are for Gen Xers also.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame.
Okay, so I am getting ready to go to church. I did not go last weekend because I was tired. I am tired, y'all. Okay, so yeah, on the weekends, I just need to basically relax. Now, I am not doing anything fancy here. I just kind of want to control the shine. And again, I am not being sponsored by anyone. I already did my primer. I used, this here is pretty good. Let me see, let me do this, get much better at it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully I'll remember to post a link. And I combine it with this, and I'll put a link up there. And it seems to control the shine pretty good. And I just do this with my hands because, like I said, I am not doing anything. We are not professional makeup artists here. We're just trying to control the shine. And that is, what did I do with it? The Fenty, what is this? Blurring Skin Tint. Oops. So I don't know how well you guys can see that. But yeah, we are not doing anything fancy here. All right, so after I do that, I'm just gonna put on a little powder here. As you all can see, again, I am no expert. Do not take your makeup cues from me, okay? So, you know, one thing I was thinking about, thinking about my last video is vlogging for me. And that video has done much better than the first 3. It did much better in the first 48 hours than the first 3. Those of you that are content creators know that YouTube tracks in 48 hours. So I feel really good now. Like the numbers are not anything special or to write home about, but it has boosted my confidence. And that's what we need. We need for our confidence to be boosted so we can continue to make the content. Because eventually we will find our audience. And once we find our audience, then we'll be on our way to, I won't say YouTube stardom, but we'll have our community. That's it. We'll be on our way to having a community where we can share life experiences, recipes maybe, and just, you know, one thing that this time period in America has made me realize is how important it is to have a community to fall back on, because we cannot navigate what is going on by ourselves. It is a man eat man world out here. And if you don't have people who can help you navigate this, the craziness, you know what normally I would put on? If you don't have anyone out here to help you navigate the craziness, that really puts you at a disadvantage. Because what can end up happening is you can become very cynical. And I can speak that from personal experience. Like, I really started to become quite cynical about this world, this country. But now that have gone back to work and I'm working around people again, it has done wonders for me. I do miss working remotely, and if I get the opportunity to work remotely again, you better believe I will take it. Because y'all are gonna get tired of hearing me complain about that traffic. But yeah, if I get another opportunity to work remotely, hopefully it'll be with an organization that has a local office. Because I've already decided that if I can find a local office to work in, I would do more like a hybrid type of work situation. Go in the office a couple of days a week, get my feel of being around folks, and then 3 days out of the week work from home. I think that would be like the ideal work situation, but we shall see what happens in the future. You know what, recording this video and trying to talk about stuff has me all discombobulated, because normally I forgot my eye primer and I would normally not put on mascara before putting on eyeshadow. So I am a little bit discombobulated, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I am going to stick with this recording because I enjoy it. And I want to talk about so many things. Like, I want to talk about the overconsumption that we have partaken in for many, many, many years since I was a little girl, because I was thinking about the Starbucks Bear Cups, and last year it was the Stanley Cups. I don't know what it was the year prior, but when I was growing up in, I guess, the late 80s and then the 90s. I guess it started in the late 80s and it just went into the 90s. Black Friday basically was the only time you saw people acting crazy when they were out shopping. But now it's a common occurrence now, it seems to be. Like, I guess earlier this year, it was the Stanley Valentine Cups. So now it's the Starbucks Bear Cups. And you know what? I was watching another YouTuber, and she said that they sell those same Bear Cups on Amazon. And I went on Amazon, and sure enough, the Bear Cup is on Amazon, and I believe it's like $10. And Starbucks is charging people $30. I don't want to come down on people, because I myself have indulged in overconsumption. So I don't want to condemn people for, spending money frivolously, because we've all spent money frivolously. It's the companies, it's the corporations that I have a problem with, because they don't want to pay anyone, but they want us to buy their products. You don't want to pay people a proper and living wage, but you want us to buy your products. Don't get me started on this. And I find that quite ridiculous. But that's the country that we live in. Low wages. And if you live in the state of Florida, baby, you know about the low wages that this state pays. The state of Florida doesn't want to pay anybody any money, but you want us to do all this shopping. We need to come together as a country, as citizens, and say hell no to the overconsumption. If you want us to buy all your crap, and a lot of it is crap, then you need to start paying us a living wage, a better wage. So let me get ready to get out of here, because it is 10:15 and I need to be out of the house by 10:30. I'll see you guys. Okay, so the good thing is y'all are not coming on here for fashion advice or makeup advice, because I'm not doing it. But I just want to kind of talk about the church a little bit. If you were able to get through those first 3 videos, then you kind of know my conundrum with the church. So I did not go to church last Sunday. And well, when I first joined the church, they immediately put me on the pastor's, no, the church's 100-year anniversary. I have only been going to that church since the summer, so not even a whole year yet. And the reason why I joined the church is because I was not working. And I was not, so I was not working. Yeah. And even though I was working remotely, I was having some interaction with humans on a daily basis because, Teams meetings or, calling your team member, communicating with them. But with me having not been working, I wasn't getting any of that. I was just basically talking to my grandmother the most. And so I joined the church for community. And I guess they thought that because I was going practically every Sunday. And so I guess they thought that I was this, going to be going every Sunday. I was just going to dive 100% into everything. And that was just not going to be the case, especially now, which I am still trying to get used to this drive home. So I don't know. They really thought that I'm not the one, I'm not doing all that extra stuff. And I don't know, I feel bad for them because they thought that I was going to be a church lady. And I am not a church lady. As a matter of fact, I'm still struggling with Christianity and how Christianity has affected the Black community, because I think a lot of the stuff that's going on with us stems directly from the church. That turn the other cheek, baby. No, I don't believe in turning the other cheek. When someone does you wrong, you need to address that right away. All of that forgiving. Why is forgiveness stressed so much in the Christian community? In my opinion, in my secular opinion, it's to give people a free ride, to take the guilt off of them. Now, people will say, oh, when you forgive someone, they don't have to know that you forgave them. So then what's the point of forgiving? Like, just forget about it. You don't have, I have, as you can see, I have some serious issues with forgiving. Like me, I just forget about it. I don't think about that person anymore. I cut them off. I cut them off, and I don't think about them anymore. So why do I need to forgive them? I don't even want them to think that I forgave them, because it just gives them license to continue in that bad behavior. So getting back to the Black community in Christianity, they want them slave masters forgive it. No, anyway, what time is it? We'll continue. We may or may not continue this discussion. This might be the end of the video. I am now home from church, and what the pastor preached reminded me of why I joined this church. Today's sermon was about prosperity gospel and how people who are preaching prosperity gospel are going straight to hell. And that is why I joined that church, because this pastor has a full-time job. He is gainfully employed. And he does not beg for money. And he does not preach about money also. That is the type of church that I grew up in. Back in the day, and yes, I'm older now, so I can say back in the day, pastors did not preach about money. The pastors that you went to church with, we're not talking about the ones, the televangelists that you saw on television. I'm talking about the ones that we had to go to every Sunday and listen to. They did not preach about money. It was meant for me to go to church today to be reminded why I joined this church. I don't have to be 100% quote unquote church lady to enjoy going to church and enjoy the sermon. And I can promise you, you would never hear me quoting the Bible because I barely know any of the Bible verses. So I was reminded today of why I joined this church that I am going to now, because he does not preach about prosperity gospel. I'm also going to continue to use my common sense, because one thing that I thought about, ever since COVID, church attendance has gone down. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe one of the reasons why church attendance has gone down is because, and I'm kind of thinking is that maybe because more people are going to therapy instead of going to church. Because when you think about it, therapy is about helping you get along in your everyday life, giving you the skills to work through conflict, giving you the skills to work through anxiety, to work through depression, whatever it may be that's hindering you from being your best self. And whereas in church, it is preach to rely on God and to rely on Jesus to help you get through those things. This is my opinion. You can share your opinion in the comment section respectfully. It is my opinion that God has given the majority of us human beings the brain power to seek out help if we need it when it comes to resolving conflict, whether it's internal conflict or external conflict. So that I kind of think maybe, especially in the Black community, because going to therapy is no longer a taboo thing in our community. So I'm thinking therapy may be replacing church, because people find solace in church. Their stress is relieved in church. You see people crying, you see people dancing. That's all a stress reliever. So that's my opinion. And I think I'm going to end this vlog here today. And let's have some respectful dialogue. You guys let me know what you think. And I want to thank you for listening to my opinion. I am just one person out of millions of people on the internet. And if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you, and you are the real MVP. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and comment.